am I trying to say? Nothing quite irritates me as much as missing a sunset. You know, if you're sitting indoors, you look outside, you're like, ah, shit, that's happening outside. That happened to my mate Dan yesterday. I was out with my family. We're looking out, we saw this amazing sunset. I just sent him a picture of it, and I was like, yo, sweet sunset. He was like, I'm indoors, don't. He was having one of those moments, sitting inside his house, looking out the window going, missing that. Completely missing that. So I looked at the weather report and said, dude, it looks the same today, so let's go out and photograph it and then get a beer. That's the point. Thing is, I'm not really sure where we decided to go. I just said, Jim, do you want to shoot sunsets? That's as much of a plan as we have. Dan! Hurry up! He's wearing a black hat. I wear hats. There's that sunset there. Look at that view. I always forget to go to the toilet. I'm like a small child when it comes to toilet. Look at the shit everywhere. Why is there so much crap here? Kind of low tide. We've got about 40 minutes maybe till sunset, and we want it to be down at water's edge, so to get it from ground level. We've only been out for like 5 seconds, and Dan looks pretty tired already. What is the tire for?
Stick in the water.
We're gonna take it out at the end, obviously. So when you see the photo, it wasn't like that. Nothing on the internet is real. I'm stoked I've got these waterproof Vans with me today because it's disgustingly sludgy. My feet are slowly sinking into the ground. Field techniques here from Dan. I'm gonna hold your camera.
Not gonna work. Another bits.
A for auto here.
A for auto.
What's the red A for?
There's auto.
What's that?
Was that on?
That was on. Dan shoots auto, if anyone wonders. If you're looking for his settings, just go straight to auto and then it just does it all for you. The battle with a sunset is trying to get the angle you want and get the sun in the right place. I wanted to fly the drone about that high across this plain towards the sunset, and Dan said I'm not allowed to because there's an airport literally there. We can see the runway from where we are, so no drone. No. I got this tripod from Amazon for like £12. It's still going strong. It was reduced from 180 quid or something, and let me tell you, you nip your fingers in it a lot. A lot. This is all like seabed, this ground. It's very tricky. I'm trying to operate 2 cameras. No camera. No camera in that back. No camera there. Let's hope it's in the other side. Oh, there it is. Woo! That was a bit of luck. One of the most difficult things though when you shoot stuff like this is sunset is so time restrictive. So to be able to bounce around, especially in a location like this and get a lot of different shots, is very hard. So when there's 2 idiots out with the tripod and a camera, guess what 2 idiots are gonna get? Similar photographs, except one of them's probably gonna be out of focus. Right, there's a technique for this, right? Hip straps in, all right? You buckle them in, and then you swing the bag around. You ever done this? Yeah. Swing the bag around, and then it unclips.
Oh shit.
And then you have a fully operational camera table. And the tricky bit is when you unzip this bit, you empty your bag all over the ground. For the most part though, it kind of works. You need to do a bit of a squat though when you get in this bit because it does fall, so you need to catch it with your knees. There you go, folks. You can have that for free. A tip, get your tips out. Now, I'm going to shoot this with a variable ND. Daniel looks after all his gear. He shoots with Lee filters. I, not so careful with my gear. So I shoot with K&F Concept, which are like slightly better than the shittest ones you can get on Amazon. They do the job, and I drop them all the time, so. But to be honest, if I just looked after the good ones and stopped dropping the shit ones, it would be the same price. He's come out with his own tire, brings his own garbage to the beach, and then there's one just lying here anyway. Do we have to take both back now? This is fucking disgusting, by the way. Absolutely disgusting. You're shooting with what lens? Quick breakdown of what you're going to do before you do it.
10 to 24.
10 to 24.
Yeah.
Lee filter.
Lee filters.
The gradient filter, you can see the gradient there. Darker, lighter. Basically, so he cheats all his skies. That's what it's made for.
Photoshop or Lightroom, just do it with a physical sheet of glass.
It's literally like an actual sheet of glass clamped onto the lens. Go put it in front, let's see what it looks like. Oh my goodness.
Look at that.
What are you going for?
Well, it has to be portrait, obviously, because of the gram.
Fire at the bottom of the shot.
Scrabble in the background, and the lovely, gorgeous sun coming in from the side.
Instagram, while it's made it really fun for photography, for the Instagram feed, everything needs to be shot vertical to take up real estate. So we find yourself not shooting a lot of landscape shots anymore. And when you're looking at like, well, landscape like this, you want a nice panorama shot. You can do like a carousel and turn it into like a slide effect. But it just doesn't have that oomph that the vertical shot does have. I don't really know what I'm doing, to be honest. Wait until he set his up and just bang out the same shot. I have an idea for a shot I want, right? Dan, there's some footprints. I've made some footprints there. I need you to squidgy ones here. Stand in those shoe prints like that with your camera. Follow these steps here. What I've done is I've walked my steps up through the sludge. So he's gonna be silhouetted out in the background. He's gonna look a bit like this here. Put your camera down by your side. All right, hold there for 2 seconds. There's this like stack of birds. Such a sick shot. Had I been ready, I want to shoot one on this that are really shallow. Cool. The question is, how many of us would come out and do this if Instagram didn't exist? Feet are absolutely fucking disgusting. Look at that. It is, yeah, I'm done. Gutting but is we can't even walk off into the sunset, so we'll have to say goodbye to that sunset. See you later. Done. Got some cool shots there. A lot of people started arriving as the sun was dipping, but happy with what we got. Got some for this, got some for the gram, and that's what counts. And if you're wondering, Dan brought his tire back to where he found it.
I did.
This is also just next to the water and probably shouldn't go into the video at all.